Hey guys, Shawn Michael here with the Shawn Michael Simulation. We travel not only to see different places and experience different culture, but also to meet people.
I have two styles. The one, the plastic have colorful. The bamboo, same.
Same
Yeah.
price?
Different price.
$3?
Yeah. Anything else?
Just the one.
Just one fan. $1. No, okay. $3, right?
Yes.
$3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where you from?
America. Where are you from?
Cambodia.
Cambodia. I thought so. Now, Cambodia is a Southeast Asian country that has a troubled past. In 1975, communists took over the government of Cambodia. They declared 1975 year zero, and they set out basically killing about 20% of the country. They killed more than 2 million people because they wanted to tear down the past in the form of the people who might have been working for the previous government and so forth. All of the intelligentsia, college professors, even the people wearing eyeglasses were marched out into fields and killed. The people of Cambodia are strong and inspiring. Our taxi driver was orphaned by the communist regime. His entire family was killed. Did you lose your parents in the 1970s?
I lost my parents in 1976 and 1977.
Charlie also had a brother who died in a refugee camp during that era. Sadly, his story is not that uncommon here. The country has spent the last several decades recovering from the Marxist regime of Pol Pot. So why would you go to Cambodia as a tourist?
Some people there are still walking.
The past. Cambodia is actually a fascinating place to visit, and it is home to the largest religious monument, I believe, in the world. It's called Angkor Wat. These statues, monuments, and temples somehow survived the communist regime. Angkor Wat is more than just one temple. Angkor Wat is an area that was built centuries ago by the Khmer that contains an incredible number of temples. Buddhist temples and also some Hindu temples.
Constructed by the Hindu king, his name was called Rajendravaraman. He built this temple in 961, but this king ruled from 944 until 968. During his reign, he built several temples.
This is one of the greatest archaeological sites in the world. You could spend months exploring all the different temples of Angkor Wat. The heat in Cambodia is legendary. Air conditioning is considered a bit of a luxury in Siem Reap, and not every business offers it.
Hot sun today.
This is a nice tradition. It's pretty light out, right? So in addition to going out and exploring the temples of Angkor Wat, there are other activities you can pursue around Siem Reap. One of our favorite was to take ATVs out on a ride through the countryside. We did 2 separate ATV rides, and on both days, our guide was a young man named Nak Chan. And we would go riding our ATVs around the small villages in the countryside around Siem Reap province. Nak would lead the way on a motorbike. You really get a fascinating real-world view of Cambodia when you're riding around these rural dirt roads on ATVs. It is so much fun. You see huge fields of lotus flowers. So this is how the lotus gets to the stores. This is the start.
Getting from the farm here.
Yeah. You go through Buddhist temples that are in operation today. You just get a different perspective of Cambodia, getting out of the city and into the countryside.
Your name is Sean in Facebook?
Yes, Sean Michael. While on this ATV ride, we would stop and occasionally take photographs, video, what have you. You know all the good places, don't you?
They're good. And this is about Cambodia. This is the Lotus Seed. You try this.
This is the seed?
Yeah.
Fresh Lotus Seed. Yeah, very good. My first Lotus Seed.
Yeah.
It was good. Thank you. That was amazing.
So you have to peel it?
Yeah, you have to peel it first.
And it comes out of that.
Yeah.
It's good.
I enjoyed spending time with Nak and learning more about his story. Now, your name is Nak,
My name is Nak. I'm 26 years old.
26 years old.
I'm not from Siem Reap, but I'm from this next to Thailand, border of Thailand, and I'm just moving here to work and continue my university here.
And he told us that when he was 13 years old, his family could no longer afford to send him to school. So he had to make a choice. He could continue living at home with his family and he would get no more formal education. Or he could move out of his home into an orphanage. And the orphanage, he would receive an education. Nak Chan decided at age 13 years old that the best step for his future would be to move into the orphanage and continue with his education.
When I moved to live in the orphanage, I was about 13 years old.
Yeah.
And I lived there for 6 years at the orphanage. And at the orphanage is not a happy place.
You learned a lot in school.
We
Good
learned.
school there.
Yeah, it's good sometimes, you know.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Everything.
Like all school.
Yeah.
And in the orphanage, he received English lessons. His long-term goal was to work in the tourism industry and maybe more specifically in the hotel and restaurant management type of industry. And I was just so impressed with this young man because it seems like in my home country, the United States, I can't turn on the TV or turn on the internet without hearing someone complain about how rough they have it in the United States. We all could learn from Nak Chan and the Nak Chans of the world, people who seek education and better themselves, whatever circumstances they're placed in. And so that's the simple point of this video. Now, Nak Chan and I became social media friends after these ATV rides that we took together. Things were going well for him. He had an assistant manager position at a hotel, and tourism in Cambodia was really on the rise. Then COVID-19 hit. Tourism stopped. Hotels and restaurants closed. Are you living with your family?
Yes, of course. I live with my families and I living with my mother-in-law.
Yes.
Moving away from Siem Reap province. I don't live there anymore
Okay.
because Siem Reap there's nothing to do, no job or something. Hotel closed down, everything.
So what are you doing now for work?
There now is no work. I
Yeah.
will show you. I sell like a small stuff here.
Yeah.
Can you see?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm selling this.
So hopefully in the future, we will see tourism come back to Cambodia. We will see life get back to something more like normal after the COVID-19 lockdowns. And hopefully someone in Cambodia will see this video, learn about Nak Chan's story, and make an effort to hire the guy. To me, that's exactly the type of person you would want to hire for your business. Someone who is mature, self-motivated, values education, wants to improve their lot in life, who's a hard worker with good English speaking skills, who can get along with a lot of different people. Shout out to Nak Chan, one of the inspiring people that we met while we were traveling in Cambodia. This is an example of the type of story I would like to bring you on this channel. Till next time, thanks for tuning in. If you're new to the Shawn Michael simulation, be sure to subscribe. We're gonna be having some fun giveaways this year. We've already had our first, gave away a Nikon camera body, and the second will be coming up soon.